Rylie reflects on her Big Brother 27 eviction on Instagram. Rylie broke her silence on Instagram following her shocking Big Brother 27 removal, giving fans an emotional look back at her journey. Unlike a usual eviction that comes down to strategy and house votes, Rachel's removal was dictated by the season's newest twist, the White Locust, also referred to as Mastermind's maniacal maze. Rachel's failure to finish the challenge, which challenged houseguests to navigate a timed maze under pressure in just 3.5 minutes, sealed her doom. That made her the first juror, which was a startling move for someone with her level of expertise and spirit of competition. Rachel showed a range of emotions in her Instagram post-eviction video, including disappointment at the sudden conclusion, acceptance of her performance, and a tinge of fortitude as she admitted that the game was unpredictable. Although she made a suggestion that she might be really done with Big Brother this time, viewers are still wondering whether there might be one more twist in the works. The heartache and grit that characterize Rachel's legacy were both encapsulated in her statement. What Big Brother 27 Rachel said, Instagram and confessional highlights. Instagram post, acceptance and accountability. Rachel explicitly states that she was eliminated on her Instagram, seemingly acknowledging that there won't be a plot twist to bring her back. "How did you end up first in jury?" she posted, along with a video and text on the screen. A twist. A no-vote competition elimination. She feels that she was denied a fair chance, no veto, no cast vote, despite knowing how the game operates, according to that post. In her post and diary room, she reaffirmed how important Big Brother has been to her. She met her husband on the show, has 2 children as a result, and has one before. She said she never thought her game would come down to that, alluding to the timed maze as her downfall, and she added, "Don't think I'm going to make your jury table round easy. You're going to have to work to win this game. You're going to have to fight and get blood on your hands because I did." These forceful words highlight her continued view of herself as a competitor, even though her journey ended sooner than anticipated. Big Brother 27 star Rachel also took issue with the fact that she lost by a twist rather than by votes or social strategy. Being nominated did not result in her elimination, which is particularly upsetting for a person who has usually survived such elections. She complained about the choices made by her housemates during the maze build, saying she thought she could have had a better chance if Vince had chosen someone else early. She talked about how she trained hard this season in an effort to play a more aggressive, strategic, and socially conscious game. Despite her disappointment, Rachel expressed pride in her development from past seasons and believes she had a solid game. As the first juror, she also pledged to hold the finalists to a high standard, making it apparent that she wants the other houseguests to earn their place. Big Brother's Crispen reveals what viewers didn't see during Rylie's controversial elimination. The Big Brother legend opens up about hosting the twist that sent Rachel home. Crispen wasn't expecting to be part of Big Brother 27, let alone witness one of the most controversial eliminations in the show's history. The fan favorite, who competed on seasons 20 and 22, was called in rather last minute to host a head of household competition twist that ultimately sent veteran Rylie out of the house. "I had no idea I was going to be a part of anything this season," Tyler told me on my podcast, The Exclusive with Sharon Tharp. "They called me last Monday and I was there by Thursday. It was that quick. They kind of gave me a little breakdown, like, it's going to be the biggest twist of the summer. I'm like, okay, cool. And then once I got there and I was on set and in the green room and everything, they started giving me the host reads and stuff, and I'm like, this is insane. This is absolutely insanity." Tyler admitted he didn't realize until the last second just how serious the night would become. "When they told me that I was going to be the one there when somebody got eliminated, my heart kind of sank a little bit," he said. "I thought maybe it would be a big group competition and one person would lose and go down. I really didn't realize it was just going to be me. I was like Julie Chen ing, saying you just got eliminated to Rachel. I couldn't have even predicted that it was going to go like that." When the former winner failed to complete the maze challenge, Tyler was the first, and seemingly only person around, to comfort her as he witnessed her emotional reaction up close. Once Rachel came out and the moment happened, it was huge. It felt like one of the biggest, probably top 3 most memorable moments that I've ever been a part of, he recalled. She was really distraught, and in that moment I was like, I know I'm a host right now, I gotta be professional, but I was just reminding her that she's a legend in this game. It takes a lot of guts for her to even come back. I just wanted to be there for her. I could tell just how much it meant to her. It was really tough. The moment itself, Tyler revealed, looked very different in person compared to the edited broadcast. It was so quiet back there too. They edited it together with all the music and stuff, but it was so quiet and just surreal to just be living in that moment, he explained. It was just such an intimate moment with just Rachel. She was in her feelings and everything just kind of hit her all at once. I was happy I was there to be able to comfort her. Tyler also shut down speculation that Rachel's poor performance in the competition was just for show. Some people were literally tweeting that she was acting, that she got eliminated on purpose, he said. To those people, I'm just like, the raw emotion that came out of Rachel when she came out was, it made me actually understand her even more, how much she loves Big Brother. She truly gave it 120% of her effort. If she wasn't a legend before, in some people's eyes, she needs to be solidified as a legend now. As for the controversial twist itself, Tyler sees both sides. To be honest with you, it sucks the way she went out. But it is Big Brother, you got to expect the unexpected, he said. The rules are in their hands and they can switch things up at any point. In one way I understand it, but in another way, if I was her husband, Brendan Viegas, if I was Rachel, I would be livid. This really was not true Big Brother fashion. It was just a twist, which you hate to see good players go out on. Looking back, Tyler is convinced this moment will be remembered as one of the show's biggest shockers, telling me they'll remember this one for a long time, for sure. Big Brother 27's Rachel Rylie calls out Ava after shocking elimination. Such a bad strategic move, exclusive. The former Big Brother winner opens up about her shocking exit from the game and why she's not happy with Ava. Former Big Brother winner Rachel Rylie's run on season 27 came to a shocking end after a twist sent her out of the house on Tuesday, September 9th, instead of a traditional vote. And while fans have been vocal about the controversial elimination, the veteran herself isn't holding back about who she blames. I feel that going out through a twist the way that I left was way harder than being voted out by the house because I kind of only have myself to blame, Rachel exclusively tells Men's Journal. I kind of had a shot and a half to have safety for the week, or I guess for this twist. And yeah, I think if I had the opportunity to work my magic and throw the Rachel Rylie charm out there, that I probably would have been able to stay in any other situation. But because of the way that the twist in the White Locust evolved throughout the evening, I think that I only have myself to blame for not being able to pull out that comp win when I really needed to. Still, the 3-time player made it clear she holds one houseguest most responsible, her ally Ava Pearl. Unfortunately, I hold Ava most responsible for my eviction, Rachel says. I really thought she and I had a great relationship and I had worked really hard to form this bond with her all season where we had this final 2. We were friends, we had this great working relationship and I thought that Ava would have listened to me, especially in such a clutch moment when it was like a do-or-die situation. And this is such a strategic twist, and Ava's a fan of the show as well. Ava's decision to choose Vince Pinaro first for the maze competition set off a chain reaction. I do feel that Ava should have picked me first, or she could have picked Williams first or Ashley Hollis, but it was just fact of her picking Vince as the first person to go into that maze really was the downfall of the rest of the evening, she explains. And I don't know how we could have overcome that, especially with the fact that Vince picked Lauren Domingue. And I just think that picking Vince first was such a bad strategic game move. Rachel adds that Ava, and a lot of her fellow houseguests, relied too much on gut feelings instead of logic. You can't go off of vibes and you can't go off of feelings in this show, she tells MJ. And that is what a lot of people did. They went off of vibes and they went off of feelings and they didn't think strategically. And when you're playing a game like this, you have to be extremely strategic and extremely logical, or you're just not going to be able to have the outcome that you want. In fact, she compares this season's gameplay to her own earlier days. I feel the caliber of players this season was what you would expect from a bunch of newbies, the mom of two says. They didn't really understand the game, and there were a lot of people who didn't want to take advice from myself. They didn't want to understand the strategy behind some of the decisions that needed to be made, or the logic behind keeping certain players in the game longer and working to get out other players. So I think that I would expect this type of gameplay from new players, because I think probably I played like that when I played Big Brother 12. Had she survived the twist, Rachel says she had her sights set on making a big move. If I had another week in the Big Brother house, I was hoping I would have been HOH and I would have put Kelly, Jurgensen, and Keanu, Soto, right on that block. I would have happily tried to get them out of the house if I could have. If I wasn't HOH, I would have worked with whomever the HOH was to work toward, especially getting a player like Keanu out of the house, because at this point in the game, he's way too good at these competitions to keep in the game much longer. Even though her game was cut short, Rachel remains invested in how things play out. I would love more than anything to see Ashley in the final 2 chairs, she says. And I would love more than anything to vote for Ashley to win Big Brother 27. But I need to see her work on her competitive wins and take initiative to play this game and not just passively play the game. I want her to actively play the game. I want her to win an HOH and get blood on her hands. I want her to be a person that is winning more vetoes and making more decisions and taking the game into her control. For now, Rachel becomes the first member of the jury, which will crown the winner on Sunday, September 28th.